Hey guys, I'm just getting the live stream up onto my laptop because I'm using a different camera here. Welcome back. It is Melissa here from Abundant Life Studio in Australia. It is so hot today. I have had the air conditioning on since this morning and I still cannot keep it cool. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you about Chat GPT today. It's a new AI tool, so artificial intelligence tool. And I want to show you a couple of different features and how you can use it in your business. It's pretty cool. It is really trending at the moment. So that is the other thing. If you are in digital marketing or IT or social media like myself, it's a good topic to talk about because for SEO, it is a trending topic at the moment. So what we're going to do is just give me a moment. I'm just going to share my computer. And I'm actually going to show you what it is all about. While I'm doing that, make sure that if you haven't already, subscribe or follow for daily social media tips. And if you do have any questions, drop them below because I'm streaming this through Zoom and Camo Studio. I can't see your questions. And do not look at my desktop there. It's pretty much how my brain works. All right, let's have a look here. Chat GPT, what is it about? So as I said, it is an artificial intelligence software, and you are just, if you haven't seen this already, you're going to be blown away by it. Now, I don't necessarily think it's going to replace the human factor, into copywriting and social media posts, authors and that sort of thing, but I'll show you where I can really see it helping in a business. It's probably the best tool that I've seen. A lot of AI software has come out, in recent years. Well, probably in the last year, it's really taken off, but other AI was sort of starting to come out before that. Jasper is probably one of the biggest. I had that for a while. I had a paid subscription. I think it was, it was good. It was just a bit overpriced for what it was. And now Chat GPT has come out. There's heaps of different chat systems and everything out there. But this one is just incredible. So you can see my screen there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some basic features. So the first thing that you can use this for now, just to keep in mind, if you are wanting to build your business online and get seen and be visible on Google, you really need to think about SEO. Now, I do believe there is a keyword function on Chat GPT, but I don't have the paid version because I don't need it. So that could be something that you could explore. But I just want you to be aware that even though this will write copy and content and things for you, you still need to make sure that it is SEO based. And I can't stress that enough in 2023. Really use a lot of SEO in your social posting. Not only will you be seen on Google, say organically through your website, Google My Business, etc., but you'll be seen more through your social media posts as well. So it's just an extra way to get seen. So particularly Twitter, oh my gosh, it's absolutely insane. I'm not a big fan of that platform, but I tell you, I went on that just for my own business. And I thought, okay, look, I do manage it for clients and things, and I know how well it works, but I was never going to go on it for myself. I really couldn't care less about followers or anything like that. So I'm not really worried about the follower count. But I started using some SEO-based posts on there. And within 3 weeks, I was appearing in some searches for those terms. Now, Google can take 3 to 6 months to be indexed. So I'm not saying that you're going to see such quick results as I did. So just keep that in mind. But it was I was pretty impressed with it. So it's definitely a strategy that I'm really pushing for our clients. So, okay, so just going to the screen here, you can see down the bottom, there's a little box. And what you want to do is you want to type in whatever you want to ask Chat GPT. I've tried to put in there predictions for 2023 for social media, and it doesn't do that sort of thing because it says I'm just a bot or something and I can't predict. But I've used it. I mean, I write on my blogs myself, but I have used it for particularly Pinterest pins. So Pinterest is a really good platform again for your SEO, but it can be really time consuming writing the description. So I've been using this for the description and just making sure that I use my SEO terms in it. because of course, you know, I do a report every now and then, twice a year, to make sure that I know, you know, what keywords I should be using for organic searchability. So we're not talking about Google AdWords or anything here. We're just talking about organic, so being seen for free. Okay, so down the bottom here, so I'm just going to bring up my laptop. No, I'm not. That's really hot underneath because I'm charging it. I think it'll stay there. It's too hot to, if it was winter, maybe. Okay, so let's say I want to say, write a short 300-word blog on treating spiders in your home. Okay, let's say we want to do that. You can see the screen there. We'll type return. You tell it what to do, so it's thinking. Why is it not doing anything? Oh, here we go. Look at that. Can you see that happening? Isn't that crazy? Spiders can be unsettling to find in your home, but they're actually beneficial insects that can help control the population of other pests. While it's natural to want to get rid of them, it's important to consider more humane methods of removal before resorting to pesticides or other harmful methods. So then it goes on to say, you know, one of the simplest ways to remove spiders from your home, blah, blah, blah. If you have a large infestation. Okay, so it's talking about natural ways. Another option is to make your home less attractive to spiders. So it talks about, you know, how you can make your home less attractive to spiders. So now this seems to be sort of centered around, because I wasn't very specific with the title, but this could be like a really great blog or topic for an organic site, for example, because they're talking about using different methods rather than pesticides, for example. But if I wanted to talk about, you know, treating spiders, say, for a pest control company or something, I'm sure I could put that in as well. And look at that. That's it, 300 words. Now, what I would do with this is, if it suits your niche and you think it's nailed it, I would copy this just onto, say, whatever you do your content in, Word or Google Docs or whatever, and then just change some of the wording so that it reflects your SEO. So, for example, if this company was here in Shepparton, let's say it was an organic company, okay? They sell organic insecticides or something like that. I don't know, something that's not going to harm the environment, let's say. I would then put in, you know, spiders around your home in Shepparton can be unsettling. That's how I would put in the location. And then I would just sort of pepper in your keywords. So just change some sentences around. But it's pretty cool. Hey, how good is that? There are a lot of other features that you can do with Chat GPT. I'll actually show you. Let me log out of that. But like I said, I don't have the what's it called? The paid version, because I don't really need it. So let's just have a look at OpenAI. So we'll go Chat GPT. I wouldn't sort of rely on it to replace everything, because I really notice when people have used AI, like I know for a while, about a year back, a company bought out AI like social media posts, and some people were using it, and one of them came to me as a, you know, potential client, decided, no, I'll go and use this AI. I said, yep, sweet. They're now a client of mine, because they came back to me because it looked really terrible. There was no human feel in it. There was nothing. So you've really got to put the soul and the love behind it, because platforms want you to connect with your audience and they want to build that community. So yeah, this is OpenAI, but Chat GPT, it's the same thing. Yeah, you can go and have a look at this. There's they do DALL-E. That's pretty cool. I'll show you DALL-E. I didn't realize it was part of them. So I do have an account. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. This is really good if you want to make images, say, for your blogs or your social media. It's nuts, this account. Oh my gosh. Let me just log in. Just give me a moment. Now, DALL-E or DALL-E, I don't know how they say it, is images. So you know, I feel bad for the artist. But again, it's not going to take over from that because you can't replace what people do naturally. But it's pretty damn good, this thing. Sorry, it's so slow here. Wait, I'm going to generate an image for you. Wait till you see this. My gosh, you're just going to be blown away. So again, you can use this in your business. I don't know. You'd have to read the terms and conditions. And that's probably something with Chat GPT as well. I'm assuming once you populate it, you own the rights to it, or you own at least the right to be able to use it in a commercial practice. So that's probably something worth looking into. I believe it is, because I know that people do make art on here and do sell it. So I'd say to be the same with the thing, but you need to check that because websites like Fiverr and Upwork, you're actually bound by their contract, not the person that you're working with, but by the contract of Fiverr or Upwork, and you don't actually own the content. You're allowed to use it for commercial uses, but if you go out and if they want to go sell that logo, they can, and then you can't do anything about it. Okay, so basically what you do with this one is you type in what image you want to see. You can do photo-based, you can do charcoal, you can do oil painting. You could say, I want Vincent van Gogh style, I want Matisse, I want Picasso style, whatever you want. So let's go Picasso. Hang on. Let's go Picasso. No, actually, I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to show you how good the photos are. Photo of, I like foxes, a fox, and I like Japanese feel kind of, you know, that Aukyo. I think that's how you say it. They do Aukyo art, which is the Japanese art. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Photo of a fox in Kyoto, Japan. Photo of a fox in Kyoto, Japan. Let's have a look, and we're going to generate. Okay, so this is, they just feature other people's artwork. They're national lounging in a tropical resort in space, pixel art. So I wanted to put that in, and that's what they got. Okay, so we've done a photo of a fox in Kyoto, Japan. You're going to love this. So that's AI. That's not a real photo. Isn't that insane? That is not a real photo. That is. So let's have a look. So that doesn't look very Japanese. So let's say that you like this one. Okay. And then if you can actually go variations. So if you want variations of this and make a series of it, it'll give you some choices there. It's so cool. Oh my God, I spent hours on this. It's just so much fun. So now we've gone a variation. Here's the original, and they're just loading up now. So slow. Yeah. So there's some different variations of it. So let's say you wanted 3 in a row. You might choose this one, this one, and this one. That's not the best photo, but I'll show you some other ones. I did this the other day with a client because I introduced her to this. She's got, that's a photo. Oh, sorry, that's AI. So she does child abuse prevention. It's probably the best way to describe it. So, she educates educators and children and remote communities and a lot of different people. So I typed in, I think, cyber security, you know, child looking at internet cyber security, and this is what came up. Look at these images. Aren't they amazing? So I sent them to her. I'm like, you might as well use them. Like, use them because they're beautiful. So she's going to use them in her social media posts. So how cool is that? Like I said, you know, that fox one that I did, that wasn't the best, but that is pretty cool. I've done some other fox ones because I really like foxes in pictures and I like the Japanese themes. So I'll show you some of the ones that I've done in the past. I think, again, I typed in pencil drawing of fox Japanese style. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you could print these out and make artwork out of them. Or, you know, if that was your niche, it's got nothing to do with my niche. I just wanted to create them. you could use these images for that. So yeah, that is it. So that is Chat GPT, and the umbrella company is OpenAI. Check it out, see what you think, but do put your human touch into it. I think particularly with the words and with the copy, which is the writing and everything. And if you are going to use it for blogging and that sort of thing, do remember that blogs are only really useful if they are loaded with SEO. Otherwise, you're not going to get found. That is the whole idea of a blog, to load it up with SEO so that when someone types in how to blah, 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 your blog comes up, and so then it leads them back to your website. That's the whole idea of it. So don't just pump out content for the sake of it, because you're wasting your time. It needs to have SEO in it. And just remember, it can take 3 to 6 months to start ranking on Google. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. As I said, don't forget to follow and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for stopping by. It's Melissa here in Australia from Abundant Life Studio. And until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.